come, I'm ready.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another E3 video. So today we are going to be talking about Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Now, before I start, this is the first Dragon Ball video I ever made, actually, and I'm noticing that right now, and it's really cool to finally be talking about something that's, besides Marvel or DC, kind of get into some anime territory here. So, give you a little bit of background of my knowledge of the TV show and the manga and all that stuff before we begin. So, as far as my fandom goes, I became a fan of Dragon Ball, literally earlier this year. I sat down in early January and I decided I was going to watch Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball Super. And obviously some of the movies alongside of it. Even though some of them aren't canon, some of them are canon, it's a bit of a mix there. So I saw the whole thing. I'm still watching Super. Super's not over yet. I know I could just watch the whole thing in Japanese with the English dubs, but I'm a patient guy. I can wait. So I watched it, and I'm a fan now. I love the show. I know it's based off of a manga comic series. I did not read that. I heard that's still going on, so that's kind of exciting to know. I actually might consider looking and seeing what they've been doing and what they might adapt into the series or whatever. But let's go ahead and get into this video now, now that the introduction of that is out of the way. So, one more thing before I start. So, I know the show started off with Goku, with Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z a little bit, but, if some people ask me, I'm going to just tell you right here, right now, what my favorite character is in Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball in general. Gohan is my favorite character. He is my default favorite character to play as in Dragon Ball Z Fighters. He is a character I like to get mentored by when I play Dragon Ball Xenoverse. I play Xenoverse, Xenoverse 2. I recently bought Dragon Ball Z Fighters, playing that. And I main Gohan in that. I'm a Gohan fan. That's my main, essentially. So I like Goku, but I like Gohan more because he's more smarter than his dad, and I feel like he is. I don't care what none of you say. Okay, Gohan is the strongest. Okay, because if you watch his development over the course of the show, and then in Super, it's like he can keep up very, very easily, very, very fast. So Gohan is my favorite. I think he's the strongest. He's the smartest. He's just my favorite. So let's go ahead and get into this video here now after the 3-minute introduction to that. And let me know what you guys thought about my little intro that I made for an anime intro. I also did an outro too, so be sure to stick around for that. So let's go ahead and get started with the gameplay. So we got to see the gameplay I'm just going to talk about the gameplay here, not the trailer. So basically, if I was to describe Dragon Ball Z Kakarot to you, it's basically Dragon Ball Xenoverse, but it's with Goku Kakarot. You won't be able to customize or anything, but it's like an RPG. It's an RPG with Goku. You play as Goku through Z. Now, I was watching the interview, and this actually got me a little excited. I was watching the interview, and the guy asks him, are we going to be able to play as any other characters besides Goku or Kakarot? And, they didn't answer, obviously, because they're not going to spoil anything. But that kind of made me excited, because I was like, oh, am I going to get to play as Gohan when, they fight when they fight Frieza on the planet, or when he fights, oh god, what was his name? Raccoon on Namek? Oh man, that would make me happy, and excited. So, because there obviously, in certain parts of the show, there are times when Goku is literally out of commission. He is literally either dead, he is recovering, or he is just simply not ready. And that happens a lot in the show. it is like almost like a trend. Like it's like the same ground over and over and over again sometimes. But you know, we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's basically like Xenoverse. It's an RPG. You get to do the flying, like the way so I'm assuming what we're gonna get is we're gonna get like a area where we get to explore and we get to do side missions and stuff, because they showed side missions too. So that's interesting how we get to do side missions, even though, you know, that way I guess it's not so linear, because, you know, again, this is basically Dragon Ball Z, the story, but you get to do all these little side things on the sidelines. I wonder if they're gonna do any of the movies. Because, like, I think that was a question in the interview, too. It's like, okay, are we going to see any movie references? Are we going to get to do side missions with the movies? They were asking questions like that. And again, the creators obviously didn't answer. They're not going to spoil anything. And that's cool. That's fine. I can sit here and I can assume to my heart's content. That's fine by me. So, yeah, I'm very excited for this game. It's really cool. Like, I think... It's really cool how we get to see a lot of cool stuff. It's kind of like Zelda too. Like, you get to go around and you get to Goku uses like a fake tail to fish, and then you can like go at a fireplace and I guess you can cook food and stuff. I wonder how that's gonna. I guess that's gonna contribute into like health resources and item management. Again, it's an RPG, so it's going to be a lot of item managements and a lot of like boosts and a lot of stuff like that. So that makes me excited. I'm very curious to see how they handle that. We get to see the boss fight with Raditz. Again, watching the boss fight, it feels a lot like Xenoverse, but I think it's going to feel a little bit different in the sense of like, because we got to see him fight with Piccolo, so I think you get to combine certain moves with like other characters in the TV show. I don't know, maybe get to form like a little team, maybe like in the future, like when we get to the Cell Saga, or like to or Namek, where we get to kind of, you know, have our little teams and groups. We get to do these cool super moves and finishers and team up moves. So the possibilities are limitless. It's really cool how they didn't really even talk about how big and expansive the game is going to be, because it felt very open worldy, but I'm assuming it's not going to be open world. We're obviously not going to be able to explore the whole world. You know, we're not, no way. That's way too big. But it was really cool. So we got to see him use the flying Nimbus. We got to see him use I don't know why you use a flying Nimbus. You can just fly, but they did say there were benefits to using the flying Nimbus as to just flying in general. So that's cool. That's exciting. I can't wait to. I can't wait to see the Kaioken. Like, Kaioken is one of my favorite moves of Goku. When he fights Vegeta, so that's going to be really cool to see. Very, very excited for this game. Let me know what you guys think about this Dragon Ball Z Kakarot game. I think this is definitely a day one buy. Like, this is, like, for me at least, now that I'm a fan, because before, I mean, like, when I saw this, I would consider buying it just because of how cool and actiony it looks, but now that I'm a fan, like, it is definitely a day one buy. And I'm really looking forward to seeing more of this game in the future. Definitely going to play this for you guys. I actually want this game to be the first Dragon Ball game I play for you guys. That way we can kind of, maybe for some of you who don't even know what the hell I'm talking about, we can like do a playthrough of Z. That way you kind of get a basis of the whole story in that TV show. So anyway, I'm very excited for the game. I hope you guys are too. Let me know what you guys think about the game. And until then, thank you for watching, and I'm out of here. Up, and away. See you guys.